Hi, this is Jamie with Antelope Beads, and I'm here today to introduce our new line of studded flat leather. You can see here that there are two different sizes. We have the 5mm flat leather here, and so far we have 7 different colors available in the 5mm flat. We also have the 10mm flat leather, and so far we have 19 different colors available for that. We'll be expanding our line of the colors in the near future, especially for the 5mm flat. So please keep checking antelopebeads.com to see the updated colors. Now what can you do with the studded leather? I'm going to set this aside here and I'm going to show you some options with both of the sizes because they're a little bit different in the way you can use them. The 5mm studded flat, when I hold it up here, you can see that there's really no profile from the studs. They're pretty much blended into the leather. So that means that you can use them with pretty much any flat leather component. You can see that the studs, like I said, are flat, so it just slides right through. There are some components that were tight to begin with the regular flat leather, and because of that, they might be a little bit more difficult to get into the components. You can see that this one is a little bit tougher because there is one stud there that's sticking up. But you can always try it from the other side, and this side's going to work just fine to get that through. And we'll keep a note with all the components on the website to make a note of which fit and which do not with the 5mm flat. Here's a couple examples of some finished pieces with the 5mm. Here we've used a couple with a new slider, and here there are 4 colors put together with a new slider. So these ideas can be found at antelopebeads.com, and we'll be adding new sample ideas as well with lots of mixing of the colors, and I plan to make some where I'm mixing the studded leather with some of our plain leather and maybe some of our new flat braided 5mm leather as well. Next, with the 10mm flat, you can see that if I grab a piece and I show you the profile of that one, there's quite a big profile of the studs. So that means we can't just use those 5mm or the flat components to slide on because the studs won't fit through. But we've made a lot of fun things with them. You can see it looks great just on its own here with a couple different colors of brown. In this one, we've just added a couple of colors of O-rings and one of our fun little design clasps. This one has the clouds, and so that looks great. The other fun thing about the 10mm studded leather is you can pop out the studs relatively easily, and you can add things like this little tiara cast petal piece or other things. Here's one where I've popped out a few of the studs and riveted on other little tiara cast pieces. And now to finish this piece, I'll only need to pop out one more stud on the end. And it's relatively easy to do. I use this little nail file. It's a little metal nail file that has a slim end, but it's not too sharp. You could also use maybe an old butter knife, or if you're very careful, your round nose pliers, but those tend to be a lot more sharp, so again, you have to be very careful with that. Now these studs are attached to the leather with just 4 little prongs. So there's a lot of space in there where there's no attachment. So what I do is just fold the leather over like this with my fingers, and you can almost see the little space there. So I just stick my file in there and just kind of twist it, and you can see that that stud easily pulls up. And if I go in with the file on another side, I can just keep working the little prongs out, and there I have it. So now I can just add a little bit of glue and fit it into my piece to finish this bracelet. So again, I'll show you on another piece how easy it is. This time I'll pull one from the middle. Let's say I want to rivet something to it. So I'm just going to bend this in half, and I can kind of see that space. So I just kind of find a little edge there and start carefully poking my file in. And there I go, starting to lift up the prongs, and I just move around until they all pop out. So again, this is our new studded leather in the 10mm flat and the 5mm flat. And please go to antelopebeads.com to see these ideas and all the pretty colors and lots of other videos and fun things. Thank you.